positive lifestyle, detox, and preventive program.
Thank you so much. So beautiful. Very good morning to all of you. And I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much, Soha, and the committee to organize this beautiful meeting. I'm here to, as Soha has already narrated, to talk about health. The most important and the most prized possession of life, as you all would agree, yes? You agree that health is the most important wealth, possession or gift, and health, according to me, is life itself. So, and I'm very happy to witness a gathering of already very reasonably healthy women here. So I'm even more encouraged to talk about it because at the same time, sometimes you can, have people who are totally ignorant. We meet them all the time who unmindfully will either keep eating or doing their actions not really focused on how it's going to impact their life. So here I see a gathering of women very aware, very disciplined. I think I can see their profiles. So that already does a lot of work when you're trying to achieve good health. So we're born healthy. We have the birthright and the wish to be healthy. We're all born with that wish. And this body is very naturally, used to being healthy. It hates to be sick. So sickness is not something which is, what can we do about it? It's not in our control. Absolutely not. So we have to serve this body, of course, the mind, which governs the body, to let it enjoy that state of health and service us. Since body is like a vehicle of this journey called life. And if this vehicle, like our car or any machinery, if it's in good condition, it's well serviced, it's well fueled, well rested, then it serves us well. And if we keep on dragging it, we don't rest it, we don't clean it, we don't put new fuel in it, which is good, suitable fuel for it, it will break down and the journey will be not enjoyable. So this is exactly how we have to understand this life also. So what is life? It's a sum total of number of days that we have been given by the Almighty Allah, God, whatever you call it, right? And number of days are sum total of number of breaths, breathing. So to understand life, it's good to take one day, how it should be lived, how can we do it better, and how we're doing it already, and how we can bring modifications, improvisations as per our present condition. So it's never late, even if, I see women from maybe 30 to 50 or maybe more or maybe a little less. But there is no age when you cannot reverse any imbalance. I don't even like to call it sickness. According to me, I don't think anybody is sick. There's no thing as disease. There is only imbalance. So this life is certain chemicals, certain other hormones and various functions of the body which like to live in balance, like nature, like Mother Nature. So it's best understood when we relate our life to Mother Nature. How Mother Nature functions, that's exactly how this body likes to function. But we bring imbalances into it by not consciously but unconsciously, unknowingly, unawareness. We bring certain imbalances into it through diet, through lifestyle, thinking. Very, very important. So Soha asked me, what would you be talking about? So I said it's very, very simple, what we do in the day. So let's understand each day from the morning, from the time we wake up till we go to bed. And that's how it's going to be. We are going to be how when we reach the end of our life. And we can be as healthy as we want, whether it is, 20 or 80. I really mean that when I say that. you can be as healthy as a youth when you reach your end of life, if we are a little bit mindful of what we do. So, so as I said, that let's relate this life to Mother Nature. So let's take a day from sunrise to sunset. So ideally, a day in life should begin with sunrise. Yes, you agree?
Yeah, sure.
But probably due to so many maybe reasons or habits which have been cultivated wrongly or rightly over the period of time, we may not be doing it. But as you know, in India, this country, our wealth is the ancient science of health, which is Ayurveda, yoga, naturopathy. So these are the 5,000 years old ancient sciences of health. So that is how that believes. So when it's old, that means it's the most correct, according to me. So if we follow that, and then we can cultivate it. Of course, you didn't grow up here, so you're not very familiar with it, but now is the time you're here and you want to familiarize. That's why I'm here, and to give you a little dose of what it is like to live as per Ayurveda and yoga. And that is living as per Mother Nature. So if we keep Mother Nature happy, of which we are a derivative of, we are a product or phenomena of Mother Nature. So there will be in rhythm and harmony. So if you're in rhythm and harmony, what happens? The best happens. When we don't go against, we flow with the current, we flow with the nature of, the natural nature of life. So when we wake up with sunrise, it means a lot. Because that's when Mother Nature wants us to rise. Begin the day, begin our life, each day, every day. So we should try our best to try and do that. So when you practice yoga, I'm sure your yoga teacher will tell you this is the best time to practice yoga is an hour before or after sunrise or sunset. That's the second option. So in ancient times, that's how people lived. They woke up and they prayed, because we want to be in rhythm with the Mother Nature, with the bigger cosmos, the universe, which is governing us. God, according to me, is this higher intelligence, which is the law of life, the law of the universe, which really advises us, guides us. And if we stay in touch with it, then we're going to be perfectly healthy in mind and body and soul, of course. So wake up with the sunrise and do your, so body is like a machine. But when it's at rest, then when we are going to start to use it, we give it a little, like when it's winters, it's cold morning, we start the machine a little bit before so that it gets warmed up, right? So that is what we want to do with this machine. We want the blood to flow because we have been at rest all night, which means the blood is stagnant. And blood is life, blood brings us the nutrition and the oxygen that the cells, which is the trillions of cells which our body is comprised of, whether it's any organ or muscle or ligament or bone, the whole body is a sum total of cells. And the cells survive with the nutrition. So nutrition is what? The food that we eat, the nutrition that we derive from that, and oxygen by breathing. So this is what feeds the cells. If the cells are well fed, nutrition is the first thing for anything to survive. Yeah? So when the nutrition is correct and it's complete and sufficient, not over, not less, then it will live very well. If the cells are healthy, you will not see sickness. It's as simple as that. So try to put as natural foods as possible. Again, be close to Mother Nature. Try to see that the nutrition is good. So when we wake up, we must pray to be in unity, in rhythm with the whole cosmos, which is, we are the microcosm and then the macrocosm. So we want to be one. That is yoga. So yoga is really the essence of being united. So that our energy, our efficiency, our output becomes as big as the universe. And you can do what you want to do with your life. Because this life also, why are we born? Not just to have children or to just enjoy life. We are born with a purpose. Every life on this earth has a purpose. And as human beings, we are the highest of order in terms of beings. what God has created. So our purpose is the most important, most sublime, and which will contribute to the growth of this universe, or the happiness, or the abundance, or the nature of this universe, how big it is going to be, how it's going to grow in eons to come, depends on how each one of us has contributed to this universe with our lives. So that we're able to do when we look after it. We don't let this machine break down. So we wake up, we unite with the universe. You may be doing yoga, you may be just going for a walk in the nature, connect with the nature. It's very, very healing. It's extremely, extremely beneficial to be in touch with Mother Nature. Some part of your day must be spent with Mother Nature. Being in the open. I'm sorry to say Delhi is not very healthy, air is not so good, but that's all the more reason we need to be closer to the plants, because that will reduce the effect of the pollution. So at least 1 to 2 hours when you're in the city, you must stay close to plants, trees. And morning is less pollution because the traffic has not yet started so much. And the sun is another element which is going to really give us good health, because sun is a purifier. So when we take the sun on our body, it not only just synthesizes vitamin D, it has a big role to play in how you feel about life. It is a great enhancer of how you feel. It's very positive. It's also called one of the best doctor, free, no charge, and it's everywhere. And now you're in the country with abundant sun, in the city also. So winter is the time, extreme weathers in Delhi, so you have to be up in the morning and take the sun. Morning sun is the best. And then now you're going to begin to use this machine, this body. So what you need to do, you need to fuel it. So the nutrition. And like I said, take the balanced nutrition as close to nature as possible. Always have 60 to 70% of uncooked food as much as possible. In your kind of food, salad plays a big role. So raw food, but only during the day. The reason being that the sun energy is warming energy. And that's when our digestive fire works the best to do the work of the digestion. And the system has to do less work with the support of that warming sun energy. So during the day when the sun is up, eat your raw foods, fruits, vegetables. You must comprise 60 to 70% of that. And some amount of cooked food. So in the morning is also the time when we clean up. So we rest the whole night and we go to the toilet in the morning. We don't go in the evening, ideally, if our system is working well. So that is a time we must drink lots of water, lots of fluids, not just coffee. I know most of you like your 3 cups of coffee. You can enjoy your 1 cup of coffee, but also drink lots of water. You think coffee is liquid, so it will serve you as water. No, it will not. Because coffee is very dehydrating. And we're trying to hydrate. When we have to clean up something, what do we need? Water. So water will do the job of the water, not coffee, because it has water. The nature has changed. Coffee cannot clean a stain. If we need to clean a stain, we need water, pure water. So while you drink your coffee, keep on drinking lots of water. And warm water is best because it is just like your body temperature. So whatever you consume, it's best to not, again, if you drink cold water, body has to work again, just for water. So give it the water as body temperature, if not warm. Drink lots and lots of water in the morning when you wake up so that you clean well. This sewer, your digestive system is the sewer, the main sewer in the body. And body, like any machine, should be clean. And we have the system of cleaning, and not like your car that you need to clean once in 3 months or 6 months. But this body accumulates toxic waste every day. In 24 hours, we have to naturally go out and flush it out. But we have to assist that process through our food, through our lifestyle. So make sure that you clean very well. Then you fuel it with good food. Again, don't just wake up and start eating your biscuits and your savories. You don't need it at that time because you are not using the energy. So till the time you're really active, which is maybe about 10 or 11, when you begin to look after your house or you need to have some activities, that's when your body is really using the energy, and that's when you need the fuel. You don't need it at 6, 7, 8 in the morning. Keep it empty. Give it the rest. Don't give it work all the time. Otherwise, this machine is working 24 hours. Yes or no? Because we go to sleep 8:30, 9, we eat dinner, which takes 6 to 8 hours to digest. We are sleeping, we are resting, but this is not resting. This is working. We wake up in the morning, we have a coffee, already we put something in the body. So body has to start metabolizing it, body has to start working on it. So it gets tired. By the time you're 30 plus, 40, 50, this begins to give up. Because you never rested it. You never fasted it. You do some of you have in your culture, like they have Ramadan, and maybe then in Christianity you have your fast. But those are extreme, that is once in a year. That's not how it works. You need to do it on weekly basis. You need to do it in 24 hours, few hours of fasting. So morning, please give it rest. Do not eat something that body starts to, now I have work again, I have to start work. Give it a holiday sometime. Once a week, 1 day, half a day. Don't give it food. It can stay very well. Body has a lot of stores of, little fat we have. And even a child, sometimes, these small infants, mothers call me, oh, my child didn't eat for 24 hours. I say, very good. It's excellent for his health. It has enough nutrition in the body. You know how we lived in ancient times, the caveman? It had to go and hunt for his food. It took him sometimes days. And then he had a feast when he had when he finished with his fruits, vegetables in the jungles, in the forest. And then he filled himself. And then he was enough for 2-3 days. So body is very used to, surviving. It can survive many days. And that is when the body is happiest, because it got the rest. So do some fasting, water to clean. And then once your day begins, then you fill it with beautiful thoughts, beautiful actions, with the purpose. That is what will make you happy. Because the end goal of life is what? To be happy. Yes? Don't we all want that? Happiness at any cost. Peace. So how will we get it? By living in rhythm, in harmony, and doing what we need to do as the purpose of life. We must recognize, identify, what am I born for? What I'm going to leave behind with this beautiful life that I've been gifted with. So once you have found it, it could be few of them, then you live for that. You be driven with that. You be passionate about it. So live with that passion, that purpose, and be driven so much that you're never bored, you're never alone, you're never sad. That's what body wants. Life wants to be happy. It doesn't know any other. How you see a child? A child doesn't walk, it jumps, it runs. It's always curious to find things about, it's so joyful. That's how we're supposed to be, always. Whether we are 80 years, we either become happy when we're old because all our responsibilities are taken care of, or we are happy when we're children. Why can't we be happy throughout life, every moment, every day, every hour? So we have to make those causes to be happy, because that is health. That is when you don't need medicines, you do not need doctors, you do not need hospitals or surgeries. No, this body is not to remove organs or to cut it up or to lie in an ICU or just be in the hands of the doctor feeling so helpless. No, you please understand what is your health. How will you be healthy and teach others, be the influence, be the inspiration to all those, your families, your friends, to be that inspiration that you know what is health and you will spread that message of good health. Independent health, not dependent on, I see the Americans, the 20 tablets with their breakfast. That's like a bowl of tablets is like a meal, part of the meal. And that's when the body is very unhappy, because it gets so toxic. Body likes to be pure. That's why it's the natural function is to every morning get up and clean itself. So we have to also assist that purpose. So live a day full of passion, drive, purpose, and joy, and laugh, and smile, and be the cause of that joy. Be infectious about it. There are problems, I know, every day there are challenges. There are lots of struggles, especially when you're in a new country every 3 years, 4 years. You have to adjust again, and there's a lot of stress. But learn to let it, flow with it. When you're positive, don't all your problems get solved more easily? Because you can apply the right action. Suppose there's something you have to solve, something has just come up. some challenge, some problem, maybe with the children, maybe with somebody's health. When you are calm and at peace, you can think well, you can, make the right actions. So life is about that, challenges. Make the challenge a joy. That's what it's teaching you. That's what is making you stronger and wiser for tomorrow, for your children. If you hadn't gone through any experiences of challenges and problems, how will you help your children? Right? Your children will also have problems. You become a mother, because you have accumulated that much wisdom and experience by going through life successfully, happily, and then you become an inspiration and example for your children to follow. So that is how you spend your day. And as the evening comes, as the sun sets, that means that now you need to take it easy, because body has served you the whole day. So fill your day from 10 a.m. to about 6-7 p.m. full of activity, full of result-oriented actions, which serve somebody, serve the humanity, serve the cosmos, the universe. You will feel so fulfilled that you will look forward to the next day. You will look forward to the nightly rest. Not like, oh, I'm alone. Sometimes, there are all kind of people. Sometimes they feel lonely, sad. Oh, I need to go out and meet my friends. I need to party. But yeah, you party on the weekend, but every day you rest your body and you be rejuvenated again. And give yourself the good 7 to 8 hours of timely, sufficient, good quality sleep. It is very, very important. If you ask me which are the two most important things in life, it is to clean and to rest. Like any good machine. So in between, good nutrition. So you begin to take it easy. Again with your meals also. Your dinner should be your lightest. You know that, right? So ideally, I would say that your morning meal till about 11 or midday should be of fruits and vegetables and liquids, juices, and then you give yourself, that's when your day is at the utmost activity, about 12, 1, 2, 3. That's when you take one cooked meal, again more vegetables, maybe some meats if you like. Fish is what I recommend the most because it is easy on your system than red meats and other white meats. And do not drink water with your meals or anything, because water is cooling. And when we're digesting the food, we need the warm energy. The digestive fire is fire. It's called, Agni. Agni means fire. Pachan Shakti, it's called in Hindi digestive energy or digestive fire. So we cannot cool it by putting water on it. So half an hour before and after meals, nothing cold, even not even water. Some people drink Pepsi or some juice with food. It's a wrong habit. Our ancestors never did that. So keep the digestive fire, do its work well by not cooling it down. And when we go to bed, you are fulfilled, so your meal should be the lightest because you need to digest it before you shut your eyes and shut your lights for the night. You don't want the body to be working that you have to sit up, your food is coming here when you're eating, when you're sleeping. Mm-hmm. So you need to just take the lightest possible, a big mug of soup of all vegetables. If you see, also I'll tell you that whatever I'm talking about, if you think that it's something which needs a lot of changes and modifications in your life, if you want to adapt to these things, then you will need to give it a few weeks to let the body adapt. Like if I said that morning should be just fruits and liquids like juices and maybe your one coffee, but not biscuits, not pastries. This is all refined food, refined sugar.
Today we have an exception.
Okay, yeah. Well, this is fine once in a while. Like I said, you can give yourself those little, let your cravings be satisfied. But again, small quantities and not too frequently. And the time will come that when you will feel so healthy with the good food habits and the good discipline that you acquire that you yourself will not want it. The craving will become less and less. So give yourself good rest at night, and whenever, if maybe some people already had some pathology, which means some imbalance, maybe due to genetics, maybe due to their own habits and lifestyle which they led so far, you can change it to the right physiology. Physiology is the normal function, pathology is the disease function. So if some things have actually changed within you, your parameters, your all the functions, we can correct it, but again,